Ladies and gentlemen, from my friends at Donner Prince Electronics, we have a dual boost overdrive preamp here. This is the Dictator Mark II. So there was a Mark I version of this pedal, and they've refined it, they've changed some stuff. You've got what's called the detonator channel on this side, and this is an overdrive meets distortion. And then the fuse channel, this one over here, this is a boost, and they can be used independently or stacked. So right off the bat in the song at the beginning of the video, you heard me using the fuse channel, just the boost, clean boost. And then I turned that off, went over to the overdrive side, and you can clearly hear the difference right at the beginning of that track. I had the drive control down around like 9 o'clock, so there was plenty more drive on tap, but you get the overall character kind of, I think, of each side from just listening to the first few seconds of that track. Then for the solo in that song, I had both sides stacked into one another. For the rhythm guitar parts underneath the solo, I used the detonator channel with the gain set pretty low and just tracked some kind of stringy overdrive sounds. As far as controls go, you got a level control here, volume, that's for the detonator side, and then you've also got a drive control here, that's like distortion or gain amount, and then you got a 2-band EQ. Now the EQ has been completely redesigned compared to the Mark I version. It's much more active now with more sweep on the bass and the treble controls. And they fine-tuned in the distortion circuit, or overdrive circuit, I guess, as well, to make it more dynamic, more responsive, more like a tube amp. Speaking of that, there's two different settings here on this switch right here labeled soft and hard. So the soft setting, as you might expect, is more of a soft clipping sound, much more like an overdrive, softer attack. And then the hard setting, the volume ramps up just a little bit and you can feel the punch and the attack and the notes a little bit more coming through clearer, and it gets into more of a hard clipped kind of distortion character. You've also got the switch labeled dark and bright here, and that kind of fine tunes in the overall character of the pedal to work with different amplifiers, if you got a brighter amp or a darker amp. Pretty subtle in practice. I would say it kind of sounds like a presence control on an amp if you turned it from, say, like 3 or 4 up to 5 or 5.5, something like that. Just gives you a little bit more open, airy top end. So I'm going to play a little bit more through the pedal and give you some more sound examples here. It's the Dictator Mark II coming to you from Donner Prince. So I just recorded the first guitar part in the track at the beginning of the video. And for this part, I tried to use the boost and use the overdrive with kind of like a medium light overdrive setting, and just sort of get you the whole flavor of the pedal like right off the bat in the video. So the boost side is just this side here, and you've just got that one control there, the boost control. It's a nice sounding clean boost, nice harmonically rich. So let's just check out the overdrive side for a second here. Here you've got a level control, you've got a gain control, and then you got bass and treble, and then you got a couple switches that affect both the clipping and the tone of the circuit. So let's check out the one that affects the tone of the circuit. First of all, this one is kind of like they say in the manual, like a presence control almost. You can consider it, you know, kind of tune the pedal for different kinds of amps. It's really quite subtle, especially when I've got this gain happening. The gain's quite low on the pedal right now. I mean, I've only got it about 9 o'clock, the distortion amount. But anyway, I can hear it. It is affecting the super high highs. Let's play with the tone controls for a second. So that's the treble. You can definitely, you know, get it into the territory where it doesn't sound good with my amp because I've got the bright on my amp. Actually, let me turn the bright off for a second. Let's see what that does. I think it works even with the bright off. So if you're running into the normal channel of a Marshall or a high watt or something in the normal input, should work pretty well, I think. Let's bring up the bass. The bass sounds really good actually when you turn it up. It doesn't fart out or anything like that. It actually works quite well. I quite like that actually. Maybe I should have tracked the part like that. Sounds pretty good. But anyways, just a different variation on that tone with the bass up around 2 o'clock. Lots of singing, mid-range, sustain, all that good stuff. So once again, all the drive is coming from the pedal. Thanks for watching my video on the Dictator Mark II, coming to you from Donner Prince Electronics. It is a dual preamp boost overdrive meets distortion pedal. You can get a softer attack, sort of soft clipping sound, harder attack, more like distortion. Really good sounding clean boost that can also be stacked with the overdrive or used independently. Sounded great running into my PT100 clean channel. What's not to like? You can check out more info on this pedal at the link down there in the video description below. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell beside the subscribe so you'll get alerts when I put out new videos. Thanks to Donner Prince. Appreciate you guys. I am Pete Thorne. Take care. Over and out.